And we're back. So, look, we're gonna start the conversation, and then the question was, hello.
Are we gonna do the relationship one?
Yeah, we're gonna do the relationship. I gotta get to it.
It's the question was,
if you're in a committed,
motivated. I want to tell them the background a little bit from single ladies. I'm addicted to the show because let me say why.
Oh.
Because of the fashion. I love the way
fashion is ridiculous.
Women dress.
Yeah.
I even like the way some of the men dress.
Yes.
But I hate the whole plot and the whatever.
The fashion is ridiculous.
Yes. So I was watching it and
Marie looks a little bit like Stacey Dash.
Yeah.
Oh, you should show them your figure. No, don't do that.
Anywho, so
I might be hurt.
Well, what about me? I look a little bit like Lisa Ray.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
Same color.
So anyway, in the last episode, Stacey Dash's current boyfriend is the owner of a basketball team. Her ex-boyfriend of 5 years is a player on the basketball team. And he asked her to do him a favor, the ex. So the question is it okay for an ex to ask you to do a favor and you actually do it when you're in a current, committed, happy relationship? Marie.
Say that again.
Is it okay for an ex to ask you for a favor and you do the favor when you are currently in a new, committed, happy relationship?
Okay.
In my opinion, I think it has to do with the relationship you have with the ex. If you have a good relationship with them, I don't see it, and it depends on what the favor is. If it's like, I don't have a car right now, can you run me to the store? Or, I don't know, something simple, then I think it's okay.
So it's good relationship and something simple.
Yeah, something simple, good. And then you're honest with your boyfriend or girlfriend to say, hey, so-and-so called me, they need me to do this, I'm going to do it real fast.
So you think you should tell them, too?
Yeah, I mean, don't hide. If it's all on the up and up, and there's no...
I mean, y'all happy, y'all can...
Yeah, there's no detour, there's no, they just want to see you type of thing, it's on the up and up, then it's all good. Then I can tell my boyfriend or whatever, yeah, so-and-so called me, and I'm going to run him somewhere real fast.
Okay, Alfred.
I agree with Marie. My partner, he has exes on his, his Facebook. It doesn't bother me because he's honest about it, and I'm not threatened by any of them. But it depends on the favor, and it, like Marie said, depends on the favor, and it depends on the current relationship.
So does it have to be a simple favor, or can it be something?
I don't think it should be like funds. I don't think you should offer them money.
You shouldn't like co-sign for someone.
Yeah, co-sign. It all depends. Like she said, simple ride or can you
pick something up or
like, I need a ride to the bus station, something. I don't know.
And then as long as it's not consistent.
Yes.
Because you can't be with me and still that person, because we're both asking you for things, and you got to put me on hold to be like, oh no, because such and such called me, and I got to go here and do that. No, I'm always priority.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. As long as that little favor doesn't interfere with us, and it's simple, and it's like every now and then, then that's cool.
Yeah, every now and then means maybe once a year.
Now, I will say this. The person that I'm with cannot do favors for their ex.
What?
I'm just saying.
She's selfish.
Marie, that's crazy.
That's reality.
Marie.
That's reality.
But you have to understand, it's the situation of the ex.
Not even with that. Not even with that.
So
anybody, even if it was a good breakup situation, they went their way, they went that way. No.
So, but it's okay for you?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I don't agree.
In my world, you don't have to agree.
I don't agree. Well, I'm going to talk to the person you dated.
Because they know as well. We've had this conversation.
So, why is... Okay, no, I'll ask you that.
They know she's psycho.
But yeah,
Know what it is.
I'm
They
not
won't.
even gonna put a label
Or
on
they
her.
won't let me know they did a favor.
Okay.
And wait, if they do, then what?
Then it's gonna be all of this. And who wants to deal with?
Not me, because I will bust you in your head. Yeah, you right.
Don't nobody want to deal with all of that.
Okay, so I
Even
know.
with the hand?
Oh, shut up!
I was done talking.
But I'm trying to ask the other part of the question. We're on a time limit.
Okay, sorry.
So I know you guys said simple favors. So let's say if you and the ex are on good terms, and they wanted a huge favor, and the favor had to do with your current boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, they were like, okay, basically, I know your husband or your wife works for a company, and maybe my job is at risk, because that's what happened on Single Ladies, or I need a job.
So would they work together, the ex and the current person?
Would you go to your current person and say, such and such needs help? Would you help them? Why not?
That's just too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I
For
would
me,
never.
it's way too much. Like,
yeah, business. That's business. That's totally different. I would no.
So you wouldn't mix your personal relationship with a business that has
No, but
that's
like a casual.
And the other thing is,
casual.
this is my new boo's money. This is their career, and I'm asking you to kind of put yourself out there a little bit and possibly hook someone up, even if it's a different department. No.
Nope, I wouldn't either.
No. Because if you would have stayed with me, you probably would have been employed, and you wouldn't be asking for a job.
So on Single Ladies, her ex-boyfriend, like I said, he's a basketball player for her boyfriend's team, and he's like, they're gonna trade me, save my job.
I'm sorry. Nope. You lost that part of me when we broke up. That Captain Saberho. I'm no longer that. I don't have an S on my chest for you.
Yep.
Even though if it means their well-being.
They'll be all right. I meant your well-being at one point, and you walked away from me. And you agree.
I totally agree.
So figure it the fuck out.
Totally agree.
I don't know.
What would you do?
See, that's the thing.
And that's like, I love some of my exes. Like, I still really do. Like, I got mad love for them, but at the end of the day, they're adults. I'm an adult. We make decisions. We walk away from situations, and those are one of the benefits you lose. Like, if you have a good job with good benefits, and you go to another job and they don't have as good as benefits, you can't go back to the other one and be like, hey, can I get them health insurance that y'all had even though I'm over here now? No, boo. Once you cancel one part of the deal, you cancel the whole part of the deal. And my hookups, my connections now are no longer yours. If I want to extend it to you, I will, but I don't have to.
Okay, so on Single Ladies, her and her ex, Val's ex, are not even cool, and he had the nerve to confront her.
See, that's even worse then. I would. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there, but you know who you are. Don't ask me for shit.
So, if you hadn't spoken to somebody for a while, like y'all not cool, and they asked you for a favor, would you automatically say no, or would you be like, I'll think about it?
Ask me for a favor or my partner?
Ask you to actually. Either way. Even if they say, Alfred, I need a couple of dollars, let me borrow it, or I need a ride, and you haven't spoken to them in a minute.
No.
And then, of course, if they ask your boo, you're not going.
No. I mean, exes are exes for a reason.
And I agree with that. But everybody needs help sometimes.
But listen, I don't have many exes. That's my problem. Not my issue. But I, in a really long relationship. But, okay, let's just say if me and Jeff broke up, and I'm dating someone new, and Jeff and I broke up on good terms, and we still friends. Oh, if he is at a hospital or anywhere stranded at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm leaving where I am currently to go pick him up and give him a ride home.
Why?
Because even though we're not together, I still love him like that, and it's just on a friendship level. I would never want him to fail. So that's the difference. Like I said, it depends on the ex, the current relationship, and it's new. I have history with this person, and if we broke up on good terms,
So you would allow the history with Jeff to potentially interfere with your current situation.
only because I know Jeff would do the same thing for me.
But your current boo would do it for you, so you wouldn't need Jeff to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question, and this is going to deviate off the original question. But how is there a good breakup? I'm trying to think of all my breakups, and none of them are good. So,
you're crazy!
So I want to really explain to me how you're in a relationship and you can look back and say, that was a good breakup. How does that work?
Because at the end, when you're two adults and you both come to grips that this relationship is really not going anywhere, but there's no beef.
Yes, it wasn't meant to be for us to be.
Yeah, and then you just look at it like, we should just be really good friends.
So no one argues, no one's.
I mean, you argue like in a friendship way, not like
some people can. But then after all that arguing, that draining of the energy, then you just both realize, come to terms, like, you know what? We're much happier as friends than being together, and so you just like, I'm happy for you. I wish you the best. I want to be your friend. Da 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 da. And just keep it 100. If you just keep it honest all the time, then it wouldn't be a problem.
But I'll be honest with you, that hardly ever happens.
I was gonna say I don't have any good breakups. I mean, there's people that I can say I've broken up with that it was a bad breakup, but we are now okay. But that's because there's other elements to it, like a child or something like that. But people that I don't have a kid with, yeah, like I don't talk to them ever.
You're crazy.
Like,
and I personally believe me being your friend on the outside looking in, you make it that way because you're like, once I'm done, I'm completely.
But there's been people that I wanted to maintain a friendship with. But they just made it so hard to do that.
Because some people don't have the same mentality as you do.
But it doesn't matter.
But it is capable if you do continue to have communications with them and just address it.
But I feel like in a breakups to me are never even. Someone always still has more feelings than the other one.
Which is
usually one person is completely done, and somebody else is like, well, wait a second, what about this? So that's why I feel like it's hard to be that way after a breakup. Because I've gotten broken up with before, and they were done, and I wasn't. So I made it impossible for them to be my friend. Because I was so angry and hurt. So that's why I don't understand. If someone's usually the more bitter, how do you have a good breakup?
You don't. Not with those situations.
Yeah, you don't. But see, I've dealt with somebody.
And I can evenly be done with someone. Like, you can be done and we can be on even done terms.
Yeah. Really? But usually what has happened is, like, in a situation, how one person will be done first, even though you're still in a relationship, what will happen is the other person will finally be like, okay, this ain't working, and you've already been there for so long. You're like, I totally agree.
That hasn't happened to me.
Because you don't give them time not want to fight with you.
Why does it happen to me, man? I feel bad. All my relationships have broken up evilly.
Wonder why?
Not me. I'm usually the one like, can we just still be friends?
That's evil though to some people. For you to know that I'm so into you and you to ask me to just be your friend. That's mean.
But to me, it's meaner to be like, completely cut off, that's it.
But some people need that. They need that extreme.
So how are you? Do you need an extreme? Or, yeah. If someone just came, let's say you were madly in love with someone, they came to you and was like, I don't want to do this.
No, like Jeff. Let's just use Jeff as an example.
Yeah,
if he was like, Lily, I don't want to do this no more. I'm not feeling it. You'd be like, okay.
I'll be okay.
You would say okay to him. You wouldn't go off and like.
No, I would ask why. I would be hurt. I'd probably cry, but I'm not gonna waste that kind of energy when I can't fix it.
So what you?
It's a reason why.
And what if he says that to you and say, "Well, I still want to be your friend"? Would you do that with him?
I would say yes, but I need some time.
Okay.
I'm an easy breakup person.
I am too.
Because I'm not with the drama. Just as long as you don't disrespect me, then I'm fine. But if you disrespect me and break up with me and have whoever else you're dating to come and help you move out, they can come. Just long that person don't say nothing to me and pack your stuff up and go. But if you say something, it's done. Because I'm dragging bitches. I'm dragging them.
And see, back in the day, I used to be like, yeah, we could be friends, and I'd still be about the drama. I'm not like that now, but, you know, it was kind of like a manipulative type move. Like, okay. But I got something for your ass.
Later.
Yep.
All right, Sean, on that note, we'll be back. Deuces.
Bye.